My name is Todd Nahigian. I've been working at CROYA for the last 12 years. It's been an amazing run. This building is obviously an incredible accomplishment from many, many people. Well, I'm so glad that you're all here to be a part of it and to appreciate all the work that's been done and the hard tasks and different things that the kids have provided for, as well as the adults, a lot of our boards, and many of the people who have donated the fine amounts of money that have really made this thing work. Before we get started, I just want to again thank you all, and we really appreciate all the time that you've taken out of your day and over the last years, those of you who have been part of it. I'm going to introduce the mayor first, and then we'll hear from our chairman, and then I'll follow up with a few words. After that, feel free to find one of the CROYA kids. They've got CROYA t-shirts on, and they're willing to take you around on a tour of this great facility. I know some of you have already done so. There's a lot of different things going on upstairs, downstairs, and all throughout the building, and it's very exciting, so thanks for coming. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to the mayor, Mike Rummel. Thank you for being here, Mike.
Thank you. Today, I'm going to ask to take a few more minutes than I usually do speaking, because I like to keep speeches short and get over with and move on, but we have to stop and reflect here today, because this is an awesome accomplishment. First of all, my thanks to the board of CROYA, who came up with this dream. I know they started it in 2001, and here is the completion of this. Second of all, to the foundation who has raised all this money, my deep debt of gratitude to you. This couldn't have been done without you. When you think about it, 700 donors. That's a lot of people who have given to this, whether they gave $5, whether they gave thousands of dollars. There were 700 people who stepped forward to say, I wish to see this completed. And it amazes me every day when I work in this community. One of the things when I took over as mayor, I wasn't quite prepared for the fact that this community is so gracious and helpful to whatever causes that are out there. And so thank you to each and every one of you who have done this, because you actually have done this. Nothing that we've done has done it. You have done it. And then my last is to Cammie. I want to thank her wherever she is. I don't know where she, oh, there she is. Hello, Cammie. Money, you get a facility, but you have to have an engine to make it run. And Cammie is the engine that makes this run. Thank you for everything you do for our youth, Cammie. Now I'm going to reflect back for just a second, because I'm going to reflect back to my youth and look back at what we had for a CROYA. We had a community park. I grew up in the city of Chicago. There was nothing like this. And our CROYA was going to the baseball field or going to a game or going out in the park and just playing. And I feel that that was an experience that got everybody interacting as youth. And it's hard to believe that some 30 years ago, this is when the building started. And as I was talking to former Mayor Waldeck, he was saying, CROYA was a controversial issue at the time it came up. It was controversial as to whether we're going to start this, whether we should do this program or not, and here's your end result. This is just incredible. But I think, so when you look at today's CROYAs around the city, well, they're there to, we were down at the Metropolitan Club, which is a group that runs youth programs for inner city kids, and you think, well, what are they doing? And they're there and they're taking kids out of street gangs or keeping them off the street, and I don't think we have to worry about that here in Lake Forest. But in reflection, I feel that this place provides a much different issue than those do. I feel that so much of the time of the kids today is spent interacting with computers, interacting with video games, that sometimes they lose that touch of interacting with other kids and other people. They lose the socialization. And this place, this program, these people have provided a way for our youth to be able to interact with each other, to be able to socialize with each other, to be able to get together on that baseball field that used to be and play. And this is the most incredible thing we can offer our community. So on behalf of the City of Lake Forest and my council members, I wish to thank you all for giving to this place, and thank you, Cammie, for everything that you do.
Thanks, Mike. And indeed, that is so true. It's really about all the relationships that we've built, and we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the kids. And so we especially want to recognize our present CROYA chairwoman, Maggie Burns, to say a few words.
Hi, I'm Maggie Burns. I'm a senior at the high school, and I'm the chairman of the high school CROYA. And today I'm speaking on behalf of all the kids that have been affected by CROYA, and I just want to say thank you to every single one of you for your support of this amazing organization. Your financial and moral support has meant so much to all of us and the development of CROYA. The ability that CROYA has now because of this building is endless, and the kids that will benefit from this will be forever grateful to you. Already this year, the attendance of CROYA events is soaring. We went from having 60 kids to weekly meetings to having 100 to 150. Everyone has a rejuvenated excitement about CROYA, and the parliamentarians who are in charge of initiating all the CROYA newbies are very busy this year. The fact that a group of junior high and high school kids generates this much interest in the community is outstanding. The organization gives kids so many opportunities that they can benefit from endlessly. Kids don't always realize it, but CROYA is a truly unique organization, and we are so lucky to have it in our community. It's such an honor to be involved with this organization, and I can't wait to see where it goes in the future. Thank you for all of us, or thank you to all of you for supporting us, and none of this would be able to happen without you. Thanks.
All right, so anyone who knows me, and most of you out here do, know that I'm never short on words. And you're all standing, so I figured I should be like within 3 minutes or something like that. And it got me thinking about the number 3. The number 3 is very poignant in the CROYA experience. The first thing that came to my mind were people like Frank Farwell, Gene Hotchkiss, and Margot Martino, kind of like the 3 musketeers that brought CROYA together back in the day. There's also an irony of today being the 27th year of existing of CROYA, and that's 3 to the 3rd power. So it's very exciting. I realize that this is definitely happening. So I have 3 pages that I'd like to read today. Oh wait, Mike Rummel spoke everything I had on page 1. Maggie said everything from page 2. Oh, I just have to thank a few people. This would be great. First and foremost, I just want you guys to know how long this process has been going on. It really has taken us like the bulk of 10 years with the dream and the vision of working with all the different groups. And when I say that, I say the community at large, our foundation board, our adult board, administrators from schools, caring parents, community members, and then the second piece of that is the youth. The youth are the reason we're all here, the excitement and the future and appreciating what they have to offer and what they can bring to our communities at large for the future. And then third is the staff. I was wondering whether I would do this, and I think I need to, but I'd like anyone who's ever worked at CROYA to come stand here next to me on the stage. And you know who you are, so come on forward. There's a lot of people that aren't coming up here. All right, so there are a few more. I see the Morrisons out in front. Margot's obviously in our thoughts. Margot Martino's coming up. All these people have been a huge part of this process over the years. We have Joanne Yoro, Chris Torrance, Elaine Slayton, Gretchen Wooldridge, Caroline Hermes, Cammie Dudano, Marilyn Bruns, and now here Margot Martino, the first director ever at CROYA. And I'm just wanting you guys to know that over the course of these years, the passion that these people have for kids and appreciation that they have for building relationships and making relationships the most important part of what CROYA means and what CROYA is why we're here today. and the support that you've given us from the community, the kids themselves, and our staff, I believe are the three things that really make this place go. So I want to give these guys a big hand. Now you guys can go. You guys can go. And in closing, I had something else that related to the number 3. Has to do with 3 juggling balls. I know Cammie will feel like this is pretty funny, but I always like to be the first one that does anything in the particular parts of CROYA. I did the first cartwheel in the basement. I'm going to do the first juggling act on the stage. All right, so we were over at the Lake Forest television station for some time, right? And those were really small quarters. And now we're at the castle. That was referred to as the dungeon. This is now the castle. And it's really big. We've all learned how to multitask at a level beyond belief, and sometimes we bite off a little more than we can chew. What I have to say about that is, first juggling act ever on the stage. And now before I say thank you and take your tours and enjoy the rest of the afternoon, I would like one student from the class of 2000 to have a chance to be acknowledged for the insight that he had in the year of 2001 when he heard that we were hoping to build a new building, pulled out his checkbook and wrote a check for $10 to the CROYA Foundation. He's been a longtime friend of mine and a great hero to a lot of the kids at CROYA, Tim Fisher. Thank you very much. Thank you for being here. We really appreciate all the support.
If you notice out front, there, right when you walk in, there's a bunch of bricks and things on them. Those are people that donated for it. It was an Eagle Scout project for one of the kids, for a CROYA member this year. As you see, people just sit around and have competitive Xbox matches against. Here we have Hotchkiss Hideout. Category.
How's it going, Stevie B?
All right, thanks, Tui.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
So how have you been involved in the production of this beautiful, gorgeous new facility?
Well, as I said, Drew, I'm the foundation liaison. I started going to the foundation meetings last year when I was interested in entertaining the role. And so now, I helped the last couple months, just working on the committee and getting things together. I'm set up this event right here, the open house, just kind of doing my thing.